Okay.
Okay, cool. We're good. Start recording.
Ooh. Okay, is rhythm playing?
Yep, sure is.
How much is that going for?
You got dice? Very nice.
Okay.
I
I don't like this. Yeah, always get your bad rolls out,
Of
everyone.
course, of course.
All the same, Beaumont and its officers continue ordering the army north, where your forces are in flight of the enemy to the south. The first of the giant stone clasts has reached the ranging point. Through the light of scattered torches and dotted flames, you can see the face of the monstrosity. It rises 30 feet high. Its long and broad face, covered in cracked stone, gazes down at the army. The eyes of the primordial creature glow a pulsating purple through octagonal eye slits, illuminating the dense bustle of vines, leaves, and fungi that grow down the cracks in its rock armor like strands of a beard. It is still a way away, but it lumbers towards you in pursuit, and you can see several more behind it, some larger than the one at the front. As order slowly returns to the fleeing forces, an officer from the command squad calls you over to make a report to High Prince Beaumont. You can see a Russian Captain Adrian and Captain Delzig heading over to the command squad to join you. Guys are in control.
All right.
Yeah, we ride.
Yeah, so you guys all gonna go?
Riding
Yeah.
report, baby.
So you guys come running over. You can see that Adrian, he's, with his lance out, and he has some of his officers are shouting at people trying to get order back to the army as the army is just sort of running forward. All of the dead and injured are just being left behind, along with a lot of the supplies. So as you guys run over, you hear Beaumont. He calls out to you, "What happened to Ajax?"
We blew him up. Might not be dead. He's a fucking mage. But he's not here right now.
What do you mean he's not here right now? Did you leave his body? What happened?
He exploded. We didn't
As
find
in
a
there
trace
was-
of his body.
I see.
He could have. He might have teleported. He might just be disintegrated. We're unsure. Didn't have time to look around.
So you're now riding with the rest of the command squad with Beaumont, and Adrian and Delzig join you. And Adrian looks over to you all and he says, "His magic has stopped affecting the stone class. They're moving at a normal speed now. He's either dead or you've gravely wounded him."
Wunderbar.
You're gonna say something?
Wunderbar.
Adrian, what is the plan for now? You said everything was going according to plan. There are still 16 or more stone clasts back there.
You can see that he looks at Delzig and he looks at Beaumont, and Beaumont looks over to Adrian and he says, "We can't do the plan anymore. We've taken too many casualties. You have to call off the expedition. We have to retreat. There's no way forward. We can't attack the enemy fortifications in this state."
Enemy fortifications.
Yeah, remember he said that the enemy has fortified the bridge.
Right. Yes. Sorry. I remember. Yep.
So
bad.
he said he had a secret plan to overcome that.
Yeah, I
But
forgot.
Beaumont's saying that the plan is fucked. You can see that Adrian, he's still wearing his helmet, so you can't see his face, but he sounds calm. He simply looks at Beaumont and kind of shakes his head. And he says, "No. So long as Ajax is dead, the battle is won. We must only claim our victory. Remember your oath, Beaumont. Remember the prize we seek. We can't give up now. Here's the new plan. Beaumont, you'll assume a wide formation, as much space as you can manage in these conditions. Move all of your troops to the front of the formation, along with supplies and guns. Have the experienced rangers take up the rear. Move up to the vanguard in front of your men. They need to see their prince in front, leading the charge. Their courage will break otherwise. I'll fall back and delay any stone clasts from getting too close to the formation. Delzig, you'll stay in the center with your squad. Connect to your castle and prepare to open the gate. When we reach the enemy fortification, you will take us to the other side and we'll reappear on the far side of the river, behind the enemy. The stone class the enemy has brought will smash them instead of us. It's the enemy that will be answered." You got something, John?
Connect to your castle and open the gate? Are we about to just teleport back?
That's what he's
So
that's
are
what he's
we
telling
Delzig
Delzig
squad?
to do. He just told Delzig to try and teleport the whole army behind the enemy fortification.
We're in the
I
scouting
understood
squad.
that.
I'm not sure what squad we're a part of.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. You're in the scouting squad, so we'll deal with that in a second.
Okay.
Does that mean we're going with Adrian to distract the class, the stone class?
Oh,
Are we
no.
the bait again?
Oh no.
You can see Elwyn, that your mother, because you can see her face. She's not wearing a helmet. She looks at Adrian, and she looks rather upset. She gives him a hard look. She says, "You walk on thin ice, Adrian. But it doesn't matter. I don't have the mana in order to open the gate and move 100 men and 100 horses across. It's simply impossible." And you can see that Adrian, he looks over to Bohemond and he tells him to take out the vial. And you can see that Bohemond, he takes from his pocket a small vial. It's only about yay big. And it's a blue liquid and it's glowing brightly. And he says, are you sure? This is the only one we have. We can't afford to lose this. I don't think you would have any way of knowing what he's holding.
This shit right here is the blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly what this
Major
is.
blood.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, I don't need to roll to know exactly what this is, Sandra.
But you can see that
Sandro,
Delzig.
is it glowing brightly?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can see that Delzig, she shakes her head and she just says, no, I can't take that. No ordinary human of normal physiology can take
I'll do
that.
it.
It's too
I'll
refined.
do it.
I'm not human.
It would still kill
an
it.
Elwyn.
Nice.
It would boil your blood and set your heart on fire. You'd be dead in an instant.
Fuck,
Oh.
do we have any cold spells? I have ice knife.
You can see,
John, if you
see-
take this, I'll ice knife you and it'll be solved.
I do
John-
not think you need to. I am built.
John, you can see that she takes in a deep breath and she kind of falls silent. And she looks at you, John. Oh, hold on.
You're publishing this, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Cool. This is sponsored by Pepsi.
No,
They
you
haven't
can't.
paid me
You
yet.
can't
You can't do
that.
that.
You can't.
You can see that she sighs and she stops talking and she looks at you, Pyotr. And you can hear a voice in your head.
Okay. Are we dark dealings this?
I suppose the rest of the party can hear. It's up to you,
Okay.
John.
Yeah, no,
if
we-
you want to talk to
Everyone's
Delzig.
on board. Everyone can hear.
Now, Pyotr, I don't know why you've come here, and I don't know what you expected to find on this mission, but you know what you are. Don't you?
Ranger captain. You knew this whole time.
I had only had a suspicion, but your words have just confirmed it for me. You just got played, John.
Yeah, I did. Well, I suppose the jig is up then. Yes, I know what I am.
Do you know what the effects of your advanced physiology are?
Some of them. I know what you have done to me.
Well, you have indeed received a specialization in the ability to drink blood, to suck in mana like a monster. She nods to the vial,
And why should I do this?
because if you don't, all the soldiers here will die.
Pyotr takes a moment to look at Lake and Elwyn and Raven and Svend. And notably noting that that Svend is unconscious on Lake's horse.
No, he's not
I'm
unconscious anymore.
conscious.
Oh, you're
I'm
conscious? Oh,
He's
you're
just
Yeah,
very injured.
I'm conscious, but I'm sort of zoned out.
Okay.
Yeah,
My character
I know
is
you
sort of-
have. I know you have no reason to do any favors for me. I'm sure you're quite upset with me, but that's not important right now. The mission comes before all personal goals and ambitions. Don't take it out on the soldiers. They have done you no wrong.
I'd go and take the blood. I'm gonna take it out of her hand.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Okay, I guess I speak up as he's so you do grab the vial, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
and
so
remember,
because
this
all you
whole
guys
conversation in
saw
her
that
head.
what happened is Delzig sort of stopped talking. She looked at Pyotr, and they just 3 seconds went by, and then he grabbed the vial.
Oh,
All right.
Pyotr. Oh, you
I'm gonna
drink it now.
Jesus, you just do it immediately?
Don't do it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put my hand on Pyotr's shoulder.
Yeah, not yet, not yet. You're only gonna have a few seconds once you drink it.
Lake, it was not my choice, but I was built to drink this.
As you take it from Bohemond, he looks at you. What? I don't understand.
There's a lot of explaining that needs to be done, and we'll do it later.
Your
Yeah, you can see
partner
Delzig. She holds up a
explain
hand. He's a
everything.
product of top secret Ranger research. We'll explain later.
Is a need to know basis.
Yeah, you're not in the.
You're not cleared for that information.
You're not cleared for that yet.
You're only a level 4 security clearance nerd.
All right. I've got
Meanwhile, Lake, not even on the security clearance level. And Delzig tells you to hold on to it for a minute.
it. Mhm.
And she looks at you now, Elwyn. Morgan, are you there?
yeah, I'm here.
So she looks at you, Elwyn. She says, "Thank you for everything that you've done."
Did you snitch on me?
No.
Oh,
She did
no.
not. She did not.
I did not.
She
Okay.
did not.
Okay, that was meta. I'm just...
Yeah, that was meta. No, she hasn't done that, John.
Okay,
She hasn't done that,
okay.
John. Now I'm going to need you to help me with the spell. I have something for you. I'm sorry, it wasn't meant to be this way. And you can see that she moves to draw, like she makes a motion like she's drawing a sword. And you can see a sword materializes in her hand as she draws it. It's a yeah, she kills you. She just stabs you.
Bye.
Do not
Okay.
disturb my circles.
She draws the sword, and you can see, Morgan, it's a sword kind of in an old style. No one would really make. It's definitely not like of a contemporary make. You can see it's got an elegantly crafted handguard, and it's a long and thin kind of straight blade. Only sharpened on one side. And you can see there's elegantly carved, like just normal letters carved into it. That she tells you that this sword was granted by the Emperor Agathon to the founder of our house almost 300 years ago. I took it from the hands of my father when we killed him. It's connected to the castle and the circuits that we're going to need to use to initiate the ritual. And she hands it over to you.
Ooh, I take it.
It's an arcane focus. I'm assuming you know how to use it?
If it's like any other arcane focus,
Yeah,
then
it's
yes.
a magic item. It'll take you an hour to attune to it.
Okay.
Alright, we
Yeah, John?
sit in a tune.
Yeah. You're running, John. You're not sitting
Yeah,
in a tuning.
I know.
Yeah.
running
and
in a tuning.
Once you've attuned, I'll give you some more of the features.
Do I have to attune to the mage blood, or can I just...
No, it's
Can I
just
have-
it's like a potion, John. You
Okay,
just drink it.
Okay, cool.
Can I have like the name of the sword so I can put it in my
Yes,
inventory?
I'll give you the details in a second.
Okay, thank you.
You can see that Delzig from her spell book, she tears a page out of it, and she says that she tells you all that she's going to need the help of all the mages around to complete casting the ritual. It's going to be a group spell check. Like the group as a whole is going to have to roll a certain amount when summed. So she starts passing around the ritual for you guys all to cast. So that's Lake and Veronica.
Okay, I'll
and
begin
Elwyn.
casting.
Not you don't cast
Yeah,
it yet.
in an
but she's
hour,
gonna
in an
run.
hour.
Oh, okay, okay.
We're all so giddy, Sandra.
Everyone's so just ready to fucking jump the gun. Again, you're still about 20 miles from the enemy fortification, so it's a bit early.
I see.
but-
So I've got the blood. Morgan's got the
Sword.
arcane focus. Eric and Veronica have the
Nothing.
ritual. Well, you have the ritual. What is
That's
what is Svend get?
Svend?
Sven is awake.
Svend?
Oh, wait,
He gets some hit points back.
I'm awake. My character just like propped up on Eric's horse.
Okay, you're awake. You've woken up. Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's woken up, but he's sort of glazed over. Like he seems to be thinking about something.
I'm gonna nudge him. Are you okay?
Corey, the Crimson Guard woman is still.
I need context. Like, have we stopped? Are we still running?
No, you're just the whole army is still running. There's still shit following you.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm assuming. Okay, does Eric still nudge my character?
Yeah, no, because I'm gonna look back and see if you're actually combat ready, because you just haven't said anything at all.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna nudge you to say, are you awake? Are you here? Are you ready for combat? Okay, anyway.
Apparently not.
Cool, we'll dump him off with the medicals later.
Yeah, you can see that Adrian, he says, very well then, the plan is sorted. Everyone knows what they're supposed to do. We ride as fast as we can. We should be able to reach the river before dawn.
Let's fucking go.
And he says, the first of the stone class is getting a little close. I'll go deal with it. And he gives you guys a salute to the rest of the army, and he raises his sword and he calls in advance, and he disappears back. The rest of the army charging forward.
Wait, fuck, I needed to ask him about the...
As I was saying, you guys, the whole formation now has maybe 100, maybe 110 soldiers. So you guys have had maybe about 40, 50% casualties, which is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
But you can see the army is still racing forward. After the night's run, you're now just barely, as the first rays of the sun are coming down on the plain, you can see a large bridge. You can see that there are buildings on both sides of the bridge. And it's hard to see from the angle you guys are at, like, because you don't have a super high elevated position. You can see that this river is huge and this bridge is enormous, like half a mile long, way beyond kind of like ordinary.
That's a long bridge.
Stone casting, yeah, and the whole thing is made of stone, and you guys can already see from this distance troop formations in the castle. You can see.
Can I roll architecture to see like how the what kind of bridge is it?
No,
Like,
no,
how's
you
it
fucking
supported?
cannot. You're not close enough.
I can try.
I knew you were gonna do that, Eric. Ever since I joined D&D, you've always done stonemason checks.
I'm curious. How is it stood up? I don't know, man.
Yeah, maybe you can investigate that later. Once the battle's over, you can go investigate it.
Eric,
I'll be dead after the battle, and you know it.
No, Eric, it's only justifiable. It's very interesting and good for lore walking. It's just funny because you always do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious. Who knows how it can be held up? Is it a suspension bridge? Is it just like, arch bridges? Maybe there's some kind of magic in it. Anyway, play the game.
As you guys are approaching this fortification, you're maybe half a mile out. You can see that Delzig turns to you all and she yells, "Get ready. On my mark, Pyotr, drink the vial." And you can see that she with her gauntleted hand, she has a spell ready to cast on you.
Yeah,
as she's gonna link you up to root all the
uncorked
mana
it.
for you. Yeah, she's gonna be using you as as the source of spell slots. Okay, so you guys the entire formation is racing forward, and you can see. I mean, all of the non-spellcasters who can't really do anything about what's about to happen are looking very nervous.
Can I interject as John grabs the vial?
Yeah, of course.
I just look at John. I look at Pyotr and I just say, Pyotr, I don't know you, but you don't have to do this.
I was built to. Whether I wanted to or not, I was built to.
Are you going to become what you have made to be, or are you going to be your own person, Pyotr?
Svend trying to talk Pyotr out of saving everyone's lives.
It's so profound.
Svend, with any luck, I will be able to use this to become who I want to be.
Oh.
You can see that Delzig, she shouts 3,
Hold
2. Yeah?
During this, is that what
Mhm.
we're like in the middle of the soldiers, right?
Yeah, you're in the center of the formation.
Okay, I'm gonna look to whoever's like to my right. I'm imagining I'm on like the right, and I'm gonna look at just some random soldier and be like, check this shit out.
And as soon as you say check this shit out, you hear Delzig shout 1, John, and John drinks the potion, and all of you guys begin spell casting. You can make your check in a second, and you can see from the center of the formation where Delzig is standing, you can see that like a beam of light comes from her gauntlet and it touches John, and he becomes enveloped in a yellow light. And then like a network of glyph runes, almost like they're branching leaves from a tree, grow out from the center and begin to envelop everyone in the formation. Can everybody who was Elwyn, Lake, and Veronica make a spellcasting check? John,
I got
make
a
a
23.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Saving
Can I
You could
avoid
die.
this, or is it just like I'm being enveloped?
Do you want to avoid it, Corey?
Yes.
You would be left behind.
You
What
would
does
be
that- what
left
do you-
behind.
What does that mean?
I mean, Corey, do you understand what the plan is? So the enemy
it's the teleport.
It's the
Yeah.
teleport.
Corey, if
You can't be left behind if you want.
If you get left behind, you're gonna be like being chased alone.
Like, do you understand?
not
Corey,
on
there's a
horseback.
fortification. There's a fortification here, and you're being stampeded by giant enemies.
Corey, it would be a poor decision to be left behind.
I
would
guess
turn
I let myself teleport.
All right,
This is the Batman soundtrack.
I'm gonna skip this one. I'm not a.
You're not a Batman fan?
I got a 21, Sandro.
Okay, on your con saving throw.
18 plus 3.
Oh shit, that's very good, John. That's very good. You could have died there. All right.
Just snap, just like that?
I mean, it wouldn't have been a snap, but
Okay.
you very much. There's a scale of bad consequences.
I see.
And, death could have been one of them. All right, like,
Rolls
what'd you
that
get?
one just falls over. I got a 23.
23, Veronica.
What does a spellcasting check use?
Like, so it's your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting mod. Whatever you use
Is
for your
it
spell.
disadvantage?
Click on clear.
Oh yeah, for you guys it's
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Is it?
I gotcha.
Wait, Sandro, does it have disadvantage or does it not?
Yes, it's an ability check.
It does? Okay, then I have a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh! Oh yeah, you have...
Veronica, do you have guidance?
Wait, do they have disadvantage on spellcasting checks from Exhaustion 1?
Well, she already made the check. She can't just retroactively catch guidance.
I mean, that was my disadvantage check. My advantage check was
I had rolled twice.
like the normal
Oh,
That was
did?
my lower one. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there is a bit of a problem here, Sandra.
So Morgan got a 1.
Yeah, now one.
Plus what? Plus what?
Plus
What's the-
6.
So it's a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
That's-
that bad.
Yeah. What did you get, Veronica?
13.
13.
Yes, that's 20.
That is a 43 in total. We'll deal with that in a second. I also have to make a check in tabletop for Captain Delzig.
Oh, is there a tabletop game?
Yeah, but you guys don't need to be in it right now. I just have it up. Okay. Noted.
I'm about ready to say, check this shit out, and that kid's about to die.
Explode.
He just gets
Yeah.
teleported into the river.
Lands in the fucking river. So you guys are running, and you can see as soon as John drinks the potion, John, it feels, I mean, like your whole body is for a few seconds you are in unbelievable pain, as it feels like your entire body is being stabbed with like 1,000 needles.
Ah!
And then after like
that
2
is
seconds,
the noise being made, huh?
after like 2 seconds, John, you suddenly feel like you could run 100 marathons. John, until this effect ends, you cannot lose spell slots.
Pog.
Yeah.
You guys can see that John goes full vampire as you guys are riding. Yeah, so you can see that John goes full vampire as you're riding, and you can see that he suddenly starts to grow like a little bit larger, and you can see he suddenly starts cracking in blue light. But just as that's going on, the circle has finished expanding, and suddenly the entire world goes black.
Just for me
I
or
have
for
to-
everyone?
For everyone.
Oh.
You guys can hear Delzig's voice like she's trying to say something, but you can't understand her words. It's like it's like a muttering or a mumbling, but she's clearly trying to talk to you.
Could you speak up?
It's like, you guys got a 43. I have to look at my several blocks of text here. Okay.
getting cold.
Let me switch this out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Ajax is over here rolling with a plus 30 mod.
Hold on, I gotta look at the right.
I don't like the violin strings, it's making it tense.
So you can see, how do I stop what rhythm is playing? Does it stop?
You can
Exclamation
disconnect
mark,
and clear the
You have
queue.
to disconnect
Got
it
it.
and then.
So
like,
the entire world goes black, and you guys feel completely weightless for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Then, this is playing.
Yeah, it is.
You slowly regain consciousness. You awaken. The din of battle has faded. You're lying on a bed of violet flowers. Nothing else is around. It's
Just
very
all
quiet.
of us?
When I say you, I mean the party. You don't see Delzig. You don't see the troops. There are no monsters.
Can we
You don't
see
see the
each
bridge
other?
either. You can see each other. You're just lying on the ground. You can see your horses are milling around.
I made it. Oh, you guys are going to.
John,
what do
the
you mean
spell
you
effect
made
has
it?
ended. The spell effect has ended.
No.
Are we dead?
What do you mean it's ended? What do you mean you made it?
Where are we?
Fuck.
Have I died in battle? Is this it?
No, you didn't die.
Sandra, I look around for my mother.
So, Corey, you look around. You can see your horses are kind of grazing on the grass. You look around. You can see rolling hills stretching far away. No sign of friend or foe. Allotted land.
I just throw down my axe and start walking.
You sure it's
Truly,
broken?
we are blessed.
No, but I mean, it matches the description. It is a
What
flying
respect
serpent.
are we blessed, Svend?
Fair enough.
We've made it. What do you not understand?
Then stop talking.
Your gods and your strange magics, I don't know what they are. But I know one thing. That we have made it. We need to find the ocean. We need to find the landscape. Hemel Awaits.
Okay. Go
Has
find
he
it.
lost his mind?
I'm gonna
Already.
stay here. I don't want to do that.
Yes.
Sven,
Do you
I
think,
think so.
we're dead?
Yes, he does.
No.
He already said that.
Yes,
No, not
we
you.
have died in combat. A glorious death. The gods have deemed us worthy.
Oh my god.
We are not in hell. Hell does not look so pretty.
Bridget, don't
We
listen
are not
to him.
near the landscape either. We are
You'll lose your
probably-
mind if you listen to what he's saying.
I think I already have.
All right, we have a forest,
without
we have
giving him too
a big
much-
ass flying creature,
How
and we
do
have
know we are not
a
dead?
plane.
We have died.
Pyotr, let me put it like this. you know that you are that you think yourself, right? So really, what you
Yes.
could know, what could be the case is that you're just a brain in some sort of vat or ocean, right? That doesn't exist. But we have our perceptions in front of us, so it is reasonable as we exist to take the assumption that there is in fact the world around us.
You Westerners, you just speak and speak. There's nothing that needs to be known besides we have made it. You have died in glorious battle, and now Hemel awaits. We must meet him on his landskip and sail against the. What are you guys waiting for?
I would like to meet this Hemel
Svend,
folk.
could you find us a river?
I can try.
Yes.
As long as everybody walks in like a protective circle around me, I'll go.
Sven,
You doing okay?
You can
Elwyn?
see that as you're walking, Bridget kind of comes over and she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, "Hey, I was just joking around. We'll be fine. It's all right."
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna say, "Are you okay, Owen?"
No, I don't like thinking this is the afterlife, not that because we're dead, but because like, I don't know. I dissected a lot of little furry things before, and people like to say like, oh yeah, like we're going to see them again in the afterlife. And I imagine they'll be very angry with me. And I just am too tired right now to be dealing with that.
and Flayed.
Could be around.
I promise we're not dead.
Okay.
Sven, you,
Okay.
It was
If
said
we
that my
were-
mother was
If we were in
fantastic with
ever sort of,
animals. Likely
if we
they'll
were
be
in any
there.
sort of afterlife, I guarantee that whoever was in charge wouldn't curse us with Svend. So
Sven,
And this is quite curious. I was almost certain you would die Weasley little mage deaths, but I guess I was mistaken.
Sven, you
I'm
seem
more
to-
powerful than you'll ever know. Let's go.
Elwyn, I don't suspect that your mother would have ended up in the same location as us.
I mean, I don't
Well,
see
yeah,
her.
she didn't
probably
die.
Even if she did die, I don't suspect she'd end up here.
Ah, I see.
not. That's mean.
Good point.
Holy shit! I didn't realize that.
So as everyone else goes to sleep, you wait until the sun sets and all the stars come out, and then you go outside, back to your kind of meditating, communing with nature spot, and you use your sextant, and you take some measurements. Make I guess it's a int roll with proficiency.
While he's doing that, Pyotr and Elwyn, because they're the only
12?
4 hours, they should take watches.
I'm cool.
What'd you say,
12?
Corey? 12. Ooh.
I
So
don't
yeah,
even know
Cora-
if that passes the DC.
I'll say with a 12, you know that you're within like plus or minus 200 miles of where you teleported to. But
Right.
you're gonna
Teleported from.
teleported from. Sorry.
Wait, I know that I'm within 200 miles of where we teleported from?
Yeah, like I'm saying is
that's a reasonable thing.
you have a very fuzzy latitude. Like you're anywhere within that like a 400 miles span. What?
Ah, he's alive. That's the issue.
Uh,
I'm gonna motion for a quick break. And
Oh,
get some
yeah,
water.
we can break for. Do you guys want to break like 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Sure, sounds good.
Okay, we'll come. And
Can
we're
I-
back.
And we're
Sven
back.
has a crisis of faith. Let's go.
Can I roll religion? Like, would that even be true? Like, what? Like, okay, in the lore, like, heaven is supposed to be like a world's distance away.
Yeah, well, I guess Corey, the fact that you look up and you see the same stars, wouldn't that be confirmation enough? Like you haven't moved to a different world.
Well, yeah, but the stars are like way farther away. So, like, if you move that distance, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure, because Corey, if you're determining latitude, you're looking at the stars, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, if you're saying the stars are the same, then how would you know if you'd moved planets?
Oh. This is true.
How long is Sven going to be? It's going to be a good meme when it turns out you guys actually are dead. And Sven was right the whole time.
Okay.
This
So
is
I
just
mean,
the
I had a
epilogue.
small crisis of faith, but I mean, if the stars are the same, then it must be true, I guess.
If
What do you
the-
mean?
If the stars are the same, we're definitely alive.
If the stars are the same, we're
the
definitely
stars are the same across, across like heaven, hell, and earth.
Okay, so as you guys kind of ride around to see the rock, you see that there is the last remains of a campfire that is going out, and you can see that there are two bodies by the campfire. You can see that one of them is leaning on the rock. You can see that he is clearly dead, and there is a plant fungus creature that is growing all like inside him. It looks like the kind of fungus has entered through his ears and through his eyes,
And we're
his
backing
whole-
up.
His whole body is
elves?
dissolving. And human, they're Beaumont soldiers. You can see that the one guy on the rock, like the fungus has like grown all inside him, and his body is like slowly dissolving. You can hear the other guy. He's lying on the ground. You can see that the plant is wrapped around him, and you can see his legs have dissolved into like a pool of acid. And you can see his head is just kind of like twitching.
That's not even worth it, detect thoughts. This guy's just broken.
His head's just like
Is he
twitching.
saying anything in any language?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to get closer if you wanted to hear him saying anything. You can see his mouth.
You
is
can do
moving.
that.
You can do that, Sven, if you want.
I just pull out my bow and shoot his fucking head.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
An
I
amount
don't.
of
I just pull out a
misery,
bow
I
and shoot his
guess.
fucking head.
Yeah, so you can see that you guys just ride up there. As soon as you see what's going on, like no one says anything. You can see Sven just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop
And
that.
the arrow just goes right through his head, and he finally stops moving. And that's all. There's the two of them there. You can see that one of them. There's one horse that's tied to a tree. It's standing there. You can see that they have a few supplies scattered about.
Can I do a medicine check to see like how long they've been there, or like what time of death might have been?
Hold on. Let's not get close first. Big fungus monster there.
No, I'm
Let's
not gonna
fix
get
that
close.
first.
Just like just from looking.
Hold on.
I don't think just
Why
by
do-
looking. I don't think just by looking at a guy who's being eaten alive by a fungus that you could figure out how long he's
I'm
been
gonna
dead.
just. I'm gonna make sure that everybody's like 60 feet away, and then I'm gonna firebolt the thing.
I was
Before
gonna
you- before you
recommend
do
you do
that-
that too.
Does it look like
Yeah.
the same fungus that was all over the trees that we passed?
Make a nature check.
That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I?
Let's see. That nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Cool.
21. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's many. You've seen many different species of fungus, but you've seen this species before growing on some of the trees.
Oh.
You guys have walked right by it.
Cool. I make a mental note to never camp near it ever.
Yeah.
So Eric,
Yeah.
you get your firebolts ready,
Firebolt.
and you launch them. I'm assuming kind of like at their bodies and where the fungus is growing over all their stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So you do that. You light up the whole place, and a kind of small fire is burning. I mean, it smells horrendous as it washes over you.
Let's
As-
not breathe that.
They're burning. You can smell their burning corpses, slowly rotting. You've
To
burned
be
their
clear, I was
campsite.
trying to avoid the supplies.
Yeah, you didn't hit the supplies. You hit their bodies.
Good.
Most of the supplies are on a saddlebag on their horse,
Cool.
which is like 10 feet from them.
How
Is
did
the horse in
how
front of
did
me?
the fungus react to that? The fire.
I mean, it doesn't you don't see any reaction. You can just see that like it's burning.
It burns. So
I am just gonna continuously launch fireball until I see literally
Wait,
no
they
fire.
have horses?
Like I said, there's one horse tied to a tree like 10 feet from them.
Is the
There's a
horse
saddlebag.
acting abnormally? Can I make an animal handling check?
Sure.
Okay, I get advantage.
we all have our own horses. We could take another. As a
I don't have
No,
one. I've been
Sven
riding a
does
Derek.
not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sven does not.
18. I got an 18.
It is unusual that the horse is not reacting to the fire that's breaking out like 10 feet from it. It just like it's not reacting. Like it doesn't notice anything that's happening.
Well, can't you like train a horse to not react to that stuff? Is it just like a
An amazing
war-trained horse, or is it?
I mean, it just looks like a normal war horse. I mean, it's possible that it's so well trained that it doesn't react to fire, but that'd be pretty.
Corey, you may want to shoot another arrow.
Raven, do you want to do something?
Like, do I see its eyes, or like its eyes? missing?
No, it's not looking at you. It's looking away from you.
I don't know. Do something religious, because like people died.
Yeah, can you like expel evil out of this thing?
Yeah. Okay.
You wanna
Sandra,
say-
I'm gonna
last
just
rites?
continue fireball until I see no more
He
fungus.
just it's been like 5 minutes, just like
I'm taking
He's
no
making like
chances
a
with
million
that.
dirt triangles.
I don't think anybody has any opposition to
Yeah.
me just fireballing every
Tameran
fucking
just
fungus I see.
biohazardous waste cleanup.
Not Tameran.
Not
Oh,
Tameran.
sorry, Lake. They're the same. They're the same.
They are not.
Wait, someone
Fuck
said
you.
it. Someone said it. Oh no
They're
no
not.
no!
Fuck you.
I'm not flaming you, Eric. It's fine. Your character's fine. I suppose you're flaming them though.
see.
You continue launching this just barrage of fireballs, and after a few minutes,
Yeah,
The
do
horse
that.
has
There's basically-
Do that.
there's basically nothing there. You can still see that there's there's still plants growing around them, around the site, but their bodies are completely destroyed after 10 minutes of just continuous fireballs.
Sorry, when you say
It's not
plants,
reactive
what do you
at
mean?
all.
I mean, you can still the horse is still not reacted. I mean, there's still leaves and flowers around them, so there could still be fungus there that you can't see.
More fireball or bolt. Sandro, when I say I'm being cautious, I mean I am being super fucking cautious. If I have to
Super
burn down
cautious
this
while
entire forest, so
fireballing
be it.
everything, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, after enough fireballs, you can see that some of the actual a small fire is breaking out, and it's starting to spread. One of the tree that the horse is tied to has now caught on fire from a bit that got blown. The horse is still not reacted, even though the tree that it's tied to is on fire.
Can I
Sven,
cast,
take the horse out.
We should put that
No,
out.
hold on, let Veronica do
The
her
fire?
thing. Stop talking over her.
Can I cast
Well, you
lesser
don't-
Sorry,
restoration
I
on
didn't
the
know that
horse?
Veronica was saying anything. I just didn't hear it.
So I'm sorry, I couldn't
bad.
hear you, Veronica. What'd you say?
Can I cast lesser restoration on the horse?
What
See
does
if there's
that do?
It cures
End-
diseases.
End a disease or a condition afflicting it.
Oh yes, you can. What is the range on that spell?
That is that's touch, so I have to go up to it.
You can go touch the horse if you want.
Yeah,
Sandro, why'd you
I
say it like
fixed the
that?
horse.
I just mean you have to get close, and Eric's being all quarantine. Don't no one go near.
Cool.
I'll
Because again, the
I'll
horse
just
is 10
cast it.
feet from where their bodies were.
Yeah.
So you guys can see that Raven goes over. Raven, and as you go again, so the horse was kind of looking away from you guys. And as you get close to the horse, you can see that the side of its face that wasn't near you guys, all the skin has fallen off of its face. And you can see that there are plants growing on its face. And it is just staring
Oh.
forward. It's still alive though. You can clearly see it's still blinking.
Uh-huh.
It's
Our
still
slash
alive.
took too much.
Try casting it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of touch its
Wait, we should
back
just kill it.
gingerly.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Raven, it's your life, but I would just shoot it if you asked me to.
I'm gonna try healing it.
Okay. Let me look at the text of Lesser Restoration. Yeah, I think it counts as a disease.
Right?
I don't know. It's a creature that's living on it. But I guess that's what a disease is.
Yeah, but a fungus is a disease, and a
Yeah,
bacteria
kind
is a
of.
creature, and it's a
I
disease.
would count it.
Yeah. So the kind of strands of sorcery leave your hand and flow through the horse, kind of up to its face, and you can see its face glowing softly. Kind of the fungal particles begin to drop off of its face.
Huh.
And after kind of a few seconds, you can see that the horse suddenly kind of blinks back to life as its nervous system restarts. And the horse freaks the fuck out and starts trying to run
Yeah.
away from the flaming tree. And you
Yeah,
can see
cool.
it's being pulled on its harness.
All right. Okay. Sven, do you want to take care of
Wait,
this
hold
one?
on. I'm gonna make a strength check for the horse.
Should have tried doing that on the guy first, huh?
I feel
I don't know. His
Uh-huh.
legs were
Combined
gone.
with the
I don't know.
acid, yeah.
It's
figured
he was
that
half his
He
body.
was just going to die.
So you can see that the horse pulls the flaming tree off down. It's because the tree is already half burnt, and so the horse just pulls the small tree off.
So now
Dex,
And the
it's
horse is now
dragging
running,
roads.
dragging a flaming tree behind it,
Oh my
spreading
God.
fire across the landscape. And it begins to
Animal
just
handling?
run away from you guys. And now a small prairie fire is beginning.
Animal handling.
What
It's like
do
doing
you
it
ask
away
me
from
to
you.
do?
Wait,
What do
I'm
you want
gonna
me
make
to
it fall
do?
prone.
Chase
Hang
it
on,
down?
hang on. I have a cantrip that does that.
Oh, I have command actually. Does that work?
I think he has to speak.
Yeah.
I think he has to understand the language, but it might.
Yeah, I'm gonna
understand the
sapping
language.
sting it. I'm gonna sapping sting it, and then it if it succeeds Constitution, nothing happens. But if it doesn't, it falls prone. So
Okay.
con save, please.
Con save, sorry?
Yeah, if we spend 10
For the
minutes, I can
horse.
just make it sleep.
It will be very far away from you
Yeah,
in 10
I
minutes.
figured.
It got a nat 1, so I think it fails.
Cool.
Yeah, falls prone. Somebody grab it and untie the tree, please.
Sven,
Yeah. I just walk up, untie, or just cut off whatever harness is
Yeah,
Like
so
in
you just like
Detective
slash. So Sven just drakes his axe and slashes the rope that's tying it to the tree.
You want to roll animal
I don't.
handling?
I
and
have
see if you
no.
can
I
help
don't
her?
know. I don't know medicine. Is there like half its face gone? Someone needs to fucking tend to the wounds, right?
Yeah, like the skin of like the left half of its face is like.
We can do that. Sven,
Later.
roll animal handling to calm it down.
Oh, it's not like asleep. It just fell down.
No, it just fell down.
Yeah.
It's getting.
Okay,
like
I guess.
tripped.
Yeah, I guess I try and calm it down. Okay. So that's
You
a 13.
So Sven, you cut the rope and then you kind of grab the harness and you pull the horse away from the flaming tree and you kind of get it to a safer location and it calms down.
Cool.
It is still like crying out and it is in a lot of pain. It is breathing hard.
I'm gonna
Can I roll
cast
up and try medicine?
fog cloud. Oh wait, go ahead.
You're
Oh,
gonna-
no, you can go first.
She's putting
No,
out
that's a
smoke to
good-
put out the molly, Eric.
I mean, I just wanted to cast fog cloud, like put out the fire on the tree.
exactly.
Yeah, no,
what he's doing.
so I was making a CS joke because in CS you can
Okay.
throw a smoke grenade to put out fire. And you're saying it puts. It was just a dumb joke. We're moving on.
No, it's a great joke.
So Morgan, Elwyn, you cast the magic spell and a fog cloud descends on kind of the heart, where the two bodies were and where the tree was.
Be
That
very
was beginning
careful, Elwyn.
Small.
People tend
That
to
was
get very
beginning to
lost
start
in
an
that
actual
fog.
like uncontrollable forest fire. And you just whoosh, that kind
Nice
of water
one,
from the
Pyotr.
fog puts it out.
Yeah, it's not on fire anymore. I feel like that was our biggest concern.
So the
All
fire
right.
has calmed down.
If the horse is okay, I'm gonna try to go up to it and roll medicine to see what I can do.
All right, make a medicine check.
Will do.
Can I assist him by trying to keep the horse calm while he's doing his procedure?
Sure.
So give him
Make
advantage.
advantage. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I got a 2 earlier, but now I have a 22.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to like patch up some of the parts where it's bleeding, to like stop it from dying. But unless you have more advanced medical supplies, I don't know what you can do about half a face missing.
I mean, I do have. I don't
Well,
know. I've
we
got
just
a
want
bunch
it
of
to not be
alchemist
dying.
Wait, somebody
supplies.
has cure wounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stopped it from dying.
Cure wounds would help.
Cure wounds
Oh.
can't regenerate flesh though. You need. I think.
No?
Wait, hold on, Sandro. Has the flesh like fallen out, or is it like is it like peeled back?
Can we go pick up the flesh? Can I cast mending?
That was my joke. That was my joke.
Unfortunately, you cannot because
Sorry.
I mean, yes, the flesh had fallen off, but if you remember, the horse dragged a flaming tree over it as it ran.
Right.
so you-
Yeah, and it also probably is mega fungused.
Yeah.
I thought mending might actually be a useful spell for one time.
No, it does specifically say that with mending you can't do organic materials.
Yeah, you can't like reattach someone's arm with mending.
What's an
It is- yeah,
material?
Mending is actually one of the most useless
It
spells
is.
ever.
Yep.
It's unfortunate because I want it to be used. It sounds like it can be so useful. It just never comes in handy.
Oh
ever.
wait, don't we have that like pad of paper that we can like write messages on? Did we
Julian
forget
had
about
it.
that?
Yeah, Julian.
Oh,
had
is he
it.
not with us?
Julian.
All right,
He's not
check the
with you.
horses' saddlebags. They might have it.
Yeah. So after that, we want to check the horses.
Loot
Yeah.
time.
Loot time. You
How
find
much health does this horse have? Because can I know that? Because I knew it on my previous horse.
what?
Or,
This
like,
horse right
remember
now has
we-
three. This horse right now has 3 hit points.
Oh,
How much max?
How many? I don't know how you determine its max hit points.
Well, like before we knew on our previous horses.
Okay,
I don't know.
It's,
Let's
it's
say-
a
let's-
it's a lower level horse than your guys'. It has we'll say it's a level 1 horse, so it has 11 hit points. Or was it 10? 12?
It was 13.
13. It has 13 max hit
Thir-
points. It's on
13
three,
HP, 11 AC.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
on 3 H. 3
Yeah, mainly what I'm worried about, or what I'm looking for in the saddlebag, is the powder.
Yeah, you find another week's worth of the powder. So you guys, you have 13 days now. Did you remember to subtract 1 for last
Yes.
night?
Any communicator paper?
Nope.
Let me
Nope.
modify that then.
any
That's
maps?
again they were Bohemond troops, and the parchment paper is something that Delzig made for the Rangers.
Yeah.
So unless they had been given some,
Is there a map
Yeah.
of the area?
Yeah, is there anything useful?
there's also 3 additional rations. That's about it.
Okay,
The rest is
I
just
can-
like they have a few like camping. They have some camping gear.
I can throw that onto Alexander.
Yeah, you take the rations.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. What about? Oh, we burned their bodies, so we're not getting the armor. Yeah, probably for the best. I don't want fungus armor.
Tracking. Where did they come from?
Yeah, that's true. Can we roll tracking?
Sure, make
It
a
is.
tracking check.
No, okay, so tracking is the navigation DC of the train. Are we still on rolling hills?
No,
it's more plains now. Actually, you've left the forest.
Oh, plains, even better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
flat open landscape. It's a DC of 5. It's Wisdom Survival test 2. I take my passive. I succeed.
Yeah. So John, again, because again, as I've been saying, like it's a kind of grassland, dotted with these big clumps of flowers. So you can see like places where the flowers have been trampled by the horses. It's a pretty easy to spot the path that they went through. So you can see Eric, John, they were going northeast. So they were coming from the southwest.
Okay.
How long? It's up to you to determine how long.
Southwest?
Yeah, they were coming from southwest, going northeast.
I mean, John, chances are they've teleported as well.
Yeah, what if they also started in like a weird spot?
Oh no, you're right. I didn't even consider.
Remember, you
No,
were
I-
teleporting the whole army.
Right. Oh god, we're in Battle Royale Hunger Games here.
Yeah, no, everybody's everywhere right now.
PETA. Okay. That's less useful than I thought. Well, maybe they knew the right way to travel. Maybe we should continue traveling in the direction they were traveling.
Hey, no, hold on. Sandro,
Mhm.
I'm going to take a piece of paper and write it in, like,
oh yeah,
English.
leave a message. Leave a message.
Yeah, common. And I'm going to suggest that, like, any Rangers or Prince Beaumont troops that see this continue southeast east. Or was it southeast
okay.
south?
So
We
they
need
were
to
going
identi-
northeast. Are you going to keep going southeast east?
Whatever John said to go. I'm going to say that.
Okay. Okay.
I trust what John was putting forward.
Okay.
John, which way are you telling the party to go?
Southeast east. I
Southeast east?
Okay. However, Eric, we need to write something that identifies us as part of the troops, because what they will come up to here is see 2 burnt bodies.
Oh yeah. I'm also gonna say, you know, like
You might want to explain why we've burned.
identify what squad is here and explain fungus. Found dead soldiers.
Yeah.
Beware of fungus in all caps.
Yeah.
Please beware of fungus. Burn with great prudence.
We
Discretion.
woke
I
up
don't
at
know.
the same time,
So
right?
You don't know that.
East.
No, you guys, you
Exactly
did who
correct.
landed pretty much within like a couple seconds of
Southeast,
each other.
Or, what? Southeast?
How did these guys like immediately get
Southeast is
smoked by
what
the
I'm
fungus?
referring to.
Okay, yeah.
Assuming they woke up at the same time as us.
What do you mean?
Oh, it was a day. We had a whole day.
Yeah, I'm
Because
assuming.
I'm trying to figure out if we should keep going in the forest, because like if it's just like an airborne fucking fungus, then we could just be getting it ourselves.
No, Corey, I'm assuming what happened is that they camped next to this fungus and got really unlucky, and that it grew on them during the night,
I would.
and that we just walked into there.
How fucking fast
Also,
can this
we're in the
fungus grow? What?
plains. Well, I mean, clearly this fast.
You don't know how long they were camping there necessarily.
Yeah, like it's very possible that they set up camp for the night and then they just grew on them, within like 8 hours.
But I think what Corey's putting forward, Eric, is that it could have been like an airborne fungus that landed on them.
Well, that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
I mean, I suppose that's true.
And if that's true, then we should just stick the fuck away from the forest.
Yeah, but we're going in the plains, aren't we?
Sandra, have I seen any of those mushrooms?
No, you have not.
Okay.
What?
Not Marcus. Julian, was that his name? Yeah, he warned us like about this like mushroom. We should stay very much away from it. It was spotted, white and black.
That's not what these guys had, though.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay,
So,
well,
southeast, east.
And just away
east,
from
southeast is the proper
Yeah,
way of saying
east,
it. I've
southeast.
been learned.
Yeah.
I'm also going to make like a slight scientific note about this, like Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beware fung.
Beware fun.
No, I'm gonna burn it.
Okay, yeah, you could spend like an hour or two just like carefully.
because Sanders, setting up camp specifically is a 2-hour activity. So I feel
Yeah,
like
so you
during
spend
that
the next
time, it's
couple
very
hours. So I'm
reasonable.
assuming you just want like in a 10 or 20 foot radius around where your tent is. Like, you
Yes,
just want there.
exactly. I at this point, Lake is paranoid as shit about that fungus.
Bridget is right there with you. She's like inspecting under every rock, like everywhere around, like on the prowl for
Yeah.
fungus.
No, that's a good point. Mom, there's a lizard in my room.
Wild.
Yeah.
Somebody is performing a ritual or something in my neighborhood.
What?
What
All
do you-
right.
What do you mean?
There is one like whining tune of like very faintly, and then occasionally they're just cackling. I'm not kidding.
So anyway,
I'm
a group of sorcerers is performing a dastardly ritual in Eric's neighborhood. So he may die at some point during the session. but we
It's
can
over
keep
there. It's to my left. Well, that way. 5.
So Tameran performs like elite tier.
Not Tameran.
Sorry. It's not intentional. It's not intentional.
What are you looking for?
Like, to
Yeah,
see
see
if
what's
it was
inside of them.
poison? Yeah.
On one of the elves?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks. I mean, the only visible injury you can see is that, like, on the one you choose, that there are 2 holes through his chest. You know, tiny holes through his chest, and it looks like he just bled out. Or maybe one looks like it hit him in the chest. It could have pierced the lung.
Dissection.
This is just.
Did I hear something about a dissection?
I
It's
might
just
dissect.
I'm not opposed to the dissection.
Am I going
Yeah,
crazy?
like,
It's just
Let's get into
bullets.
this.
Or you start
No,
like
I'm
cutting
gonna
into his body.
dissect. If there's like a danger that we don't know.
Yeah. So Morgan, you prepare one of the bodies.
Elwyn and Raven, you do that. Pyotr, help me look. Help me investigate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Track.
it's John right now.
It's just bullets.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan, you start dissecting open one of the wounds, and you find a small piece of metal is lodged inside of him.
Oh.
Oh.
It's
round-
just
You
bullets.
find a
It's
bullet
just
inside of him.
bullets.
He's been
It's just
shot.
bullets.
Someone just made a gun.
Cool.
Why does
Are
why-
guns
why
like
do-
commonplace in this world?
I don't think we
No.
know what guns are.
Okay.
Sandro just give.
It's just
A Sandro
fun.
campaign it literally
A Sandro campaign
inevitably
just
always
has
leads to guns.
That's not accurate. This is the second campaign I've ever run that has guns. It just
Nope.
happens to be what? Which one?
Wait, I thought that Skywind has guns.
What?
Had
Did I know?
guns.
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
thought it
Didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, it did, right?
Did
It had
I
a
don't think
few. It wasn't common, but it had some. I remember, yeah.
Fair enough. The thing is, a lot of the technology, and it's actually weird that the D&D base setting doesn't have firearms because they
Hey,
have a
I
lot of
know.
other very advanced technology that coexisted with guns.
Yeah, but D&D is
But
whack.
guns aren't fantasy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Again, so Morgan,
It
you know
has
that your
gun
mother
powder.
has introduced cannons into the Rangers, and they make gunpowder, but you've never seen a gun before.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it's like something fired by a very small cannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A small
I rolled a
handheld
16.
cannon.
Clock. You have a couple of hours until sunset. You spot somebody on top of one of the white outcroppings. They're looking away from you towards so you guys are like, this is north. You guys are going northwest. They're looking northeast, like that way.
Is it a human?
It looks like a humanoid figure. You can't tell. You're miles away. You can't tell if it's a human or not. They're
Okay.
carrying like some kind of long stick. Like it could be a
Fuck
spear.
you, it's
or
a
sword.
gun. They
Mm.
have guns.
Okay, wait. Should we get their attention, or would they just attack us?
No,
Let's go towards them. Let's make it very clear that we're humans. Does anybody have any sort of
wait.
indicator that we're Boamani?
Yeah, John, are you okay?
Wait. As one creature I can see them, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many miles away are they?
3 miles away.
3 miles. I'm
Actually,
gonna-
2 miles. It's a bit hard to see them.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d8.
Why? Can you mind fuck someone from that far
Yeah.
away?
Okay, I rolled a 3. I can form a telepathic speech with someone I can see within 3 miles. So I'm gonna do that.
This is a very interesting interaction, and you don't have the information necessary to know why that's an interesting interaction. Okay, John, what do you say?
Hello, can you hear us?
You don't get a response.
Hello? I see
Pretty
you there
bitch, haha.
with the long stick. We'd like to speak. We're lost.
Did they not
You
speak
just don't get a
common?
response.
All right, cut the crap. I know you can hear me.
You can see the figure is getting down from the outcropping.
Coming towards us or away from us? Or?
He's just climbing down.
All right, we're coming down there.
You guys gonna ride over to him?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're about to get shot. Yeah, let's ride
So
up.
you guys start riding towards him, and he immediately hears you, or at least acknowledges you, and he turns and he looks at you.
I raise my right hand. I'm clearly unarmed. God, I hope Svend is as well.
You can see
No, I have shit on me. I'm just like not.
you can see the creature, the person. He does just like an about face, and he looks at you guys. He's holding the gun in one hand, and he just begins walking towards you, like not running, not showing any kind of alarm, just walking towards you. As you get closer to him, you're actually you can actually clearly see him. You can see he's in livery like he's a knight for a noble house, and you can see that he's wearing the colors of House Delzig of a dark red and gray. And you can see that
He could have just killed some knight, dude.
what?
He could have just smoked some knight and took his armor. But
He could have, yeah.
that's not
Very
to
much
be
could've.
relieved yet.
And you can see that he's wearing that livery like over him on his chest. And every part of his body is covered in something. You cannot see any of his skin, and you can see he's wearing like a dark gray helmet. And you can see there's something big in front of his face, like right here. There's like a tube in front of his face right here, and there's like a black veil coming down over his eyes, so you cannot see his face. He has no eye slits.
I was born in the darkness.
You can't see his eye slits, and you can see that the sigil of House Delzig, which is like a red eye, is like drawn on his face in front of the veil that he's wearing.
What
There's
the
no
he's-
fuck?
And
Can
so
I
you
roll
can't see any
any
skin under him. You can't see his
History,
face.
Arcana.
I mean, again, the history check is you Lake can obviously recognize that is the sigil of House Delzig, and that is their colors. It's like a dark gray and a very dark red.
Yeah, I mean,
This guy's
Pyotr
fun.
can like ping back to Elwyn like if he has questions.
This is some
but-
crazy like
Detect
Soviet
thoughts?
experimentation shit that I'm looking at.
So I mean, it look like
Can I
the thing on
read
his
its
chest makes it would look
thoughts?
just like someone like Elwyn has seen like one of the house servants, but Elwyn, you have never seen somebody wearing some sort of weird face
Hold
mask,
on.
helmet,
Okay.
eye,
Hold
sigil,
on.
musket. You've never seen anything
I'm
like
still
that.
sneaked.
I'm
hidden.
gonna sneaky cast this. I can't.
Wait, John,
sneaky
please
cast.
don't fuck with spellcasting yet. Let me just talk to him first.
So you're like 50 feet away from him.
I just wanted to read his thoughts, man.
Give me a sec. Let me feel him out first.
Okay.
Sir, you're clearly from the Delzig house. We're whatever fucking recon squad we were from.
I think you were 7.
Oh god,
Or-
if this is an
squad
automaton that only Elwyn can control.
This is Recon Squad 7 reporting in. We're looking for other members of Bohemon's party.
He starts walking towards you.
Yeah, it's a
Wait, how
automaton.
far-
Get
how
Elwyn
far
over
is
Show him
here.
the papers.
Elwyn.
How far is he from us?
He's 50 feet. He begins walking towards you.
I mean, I draw my bow. I'm like, dude, stop,
Sir?
dickhead.
I'm calling for Elwyn. I'm calling for Elwyn.
Okay, I approach. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Sandra, I've readied an attack if he draws a weapon or anything like that.
Okay, he's just holding the gun. He's not making any motion to load it or anything.
I
He's
just
holding
kind
it.
of like grab Elwyn by the shoulders and like push her in front and like present her to the dude. Like we've got a Van Delzig.
He just continues walking towards you.
I kind of
Ah.
motion to Lake for my papers back. Like,
Tell him to stop, Elwyn. Elwyn, tell him to stop. Elwyn, tell him to stop.
stop.
He continues walking.
No,
continues
I
walking
am
towards
It
you.
Elwyn,
didn't
the
work.
heir of the Van Delzig house.
Okay, I'm
Here's
gonna
my
command him
papers.
to stop then.
So as soon as you say, "Here's my papers," he stops, and
Oh.
he's like he's like 50 feet away from you, and he puts out one hand.
Oh,
I give him my papers.
Okay, you walk up to him.
papers, please.
Yeah.
Show me your
No, I'm just kidding.
papers, please.
He doesn't do that. He looks at the paper. I mean, you assume he's looking at it. You just see his face is looking at it.
Yeah.
We denied.
Then you can see Morgan. He hands you the papers back, and you can see now he's just looking at the sword that you're wearing at your side.
Yep. This is also from the Delzig house, as you probably know. Or maybe not.
Here, have my magic
But my
item.
mother gave it to me just recently. Have you seen her?
He looks at Pyotr. He looks at Lake. He looks at Raven. Then he looks at Svend. Then he looks back at Elwyn. He just kind of stares at you for a few seconds, and then he just points north. And he begins walking.
Oh,
Walking
Dog.
north.
Robot bodyguard. Let's
all
follow.
right.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Cool.
clank or anything. He doesn't sound like a robot. Just
Yeah,
making
he's
that
a
clear.
warforged.
He is
I
definitely
follow
some
him
sort of
closely.
weird creature.
He is some sort of automaton.
Yeah, definitely, 100,000%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're following the new robot, man. I think that's a pretty
Sure.
good place to stop.
Yeah, that seems like
Yeah.
a good place to start. You guys are fine at following Mr. Delzig Robot Man.
Yeah, he needs a name.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Igor.
Del.
Yeah.
Delzig.